All right, so today I had a little bit too much to eat, and I'm really kicking myself. But there is one thing that I got over that I today that 10 years ago would have turned out very differently. I used to have this behavior. It's called the abstinence violation effect, by the way. It's not unique to me. I would feel like I've already messed up. And so I might as well do all the cheating that I want today, right? 10 years ago, if I were in this situation, I would go out to the store and look for everything that I ever wanted to eat and then wolf it all down, right? Now, the problem with that logic is that I'm not even enjoying the stuff that I'm wolfing down, and it's probably doing me more harm than I already did to myself. At the very least, it's going to cost money, right? At the very least, even if I were right that I had already blown it in, that the extra calories don't have any consequences, even if I were right, which I was completely wrong about to begin with. I'd much rather take that money and do something much more productive with it, right? For example, right now I could certainly use some extra money for different social events for connecting with others, right? That's a lot more important than trying to kill myself, right? Unfortunately, at the time, it didn't seem that way. Now, why did I relapse today? That's the more important question. The problem is I got carried away with a very depressing thought, and I didn't jump out of it before I got in trouble. What had happened is that I am planning to propose to my girlfriend, and I don't know why. The thought of one day being married is always very sad to me. This wasn't the first time I went through it, by the way. And I got carried away with thoughts about my single life coming to an end. And then I watched Ken Jennings hosting Jeopardy, and it brought me right back to when I was 17 years old, and Ken Jennings was on Jeopardy. And at the time, I was a virgin. In fact, I had never even kissed a girl at the time. And I was sad. I wanted to go back. I remember, and then I thought about how back then I was jealous at all my other peers having messed around with a girl. I was so wrong at the time, but now I want to go back. I think about all the girls that I messed around with. I'm not proud of it. I had one girl who was taking advantage of me financially. I was spending all my money on her, and I wasn't eating correctly at the time. I would catch roadkill around the Rochester area. You gotta remember, Rochester is very cold in the wintertime. Somebody could kill an animal and you can catch it 3 weeks later and would still be good. One time, a friend of mine had a bat in his apartment, and I asked him if he could catch it and give it to me. I was starving because I was helping this girl out, her family out, didn't have any money to eat. I was starving, and I said, "Oh my God, give it to me." But he let it out of his apartment. He didn't have a safe way to contain the bat, and so that was that. I was so upset at the time. I was eating all sorts of crap, and then I got very ill. Probably from mercury poisoning from all the fish I was eating out of Lake Ontario. And what was really funny was that illness kind of saved me because the girl no longer wanted to see me after I was sick. And that kind of saved me. And then I think about other girls that I messed around with. When I was working on my PhD, there was this girl was a little bit better, but I came to realize she wanted children, and I think she wanted my citizenship as well, my U.S. citizenship. She was relatively well-to-do. Don't get me wrong there. And then I think about all the times that I've been discriminated against for being single. 4 years ago, I was shopping for car insurance, and I went to my car insurance agent, and my car insurance agent joked, "Well, why don't you just get married? I could save you this much if you insure 2 cars with your wife." I got so upset at that remark. I mean, it's one thing that the discount exists, but the way he said it was very insulting to me. That this is how society looks at single people. And so I went to an online dating website and I said, well, who here would like to get married to me so that both of us can save on car insurance? I mean, we don't even have to have good chemistry. We're not even going to live together. Let's just both of us save some money on car insurance. And this girl responded to me saying, I'm interested. And I thought she was interested in saving money on car insurance. And then she said, no, I'm interested in the fact that you like to think outside the box. And so we met up, And unfortunately, I messed around with her a few times, and I'm kind of disgusted by it. Now, what else has happened? Oh, and then there was this other girl that I met at the. Where did I meet her at? A restaurant that I used to frequent at. It was a Chinese restaurant, and I had gone to see her a few times at her apartment, but one time I got so carried away, I was sleep deprived. I had gone out to view the lunar eclipse and a few other events in the sky, and before I knew it, I was doing something with her that I really regret today. And to this day, I still can't get over. Every time I see an Irish girl, she was Irish, just your typical all-American girl, I still get really disgusted out of my mind. I haven't dated an American girl since then, just because of my bad experience. You get the idea. And so when I saw Ken Jennings hosting Jeopardy today, it brought me right back to when I was 17, before all of this garbage had ever happened, and I just got really sad. And I forgot that I wanted to control my eating a little bit better than I did today. Anyways, I relapsed, but I stopped at relapse and not getting carried away with it this time. And I'm kind of proud that I did it, because relapses are going to happen. How you handle them and control it backwards, that's another story. And I'm glad that it stopped here. And I'm glad I got to share this story. And so think hard before you give up your virginity. If I'm not giving you this message too late, think hard. Thanks for watching.